Hello, welcome to Tim Talks. We're going to talk about careers and what we can do to help you with your career. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and most of all, don't forget to share. So in the beginning, we will talk about the things that you do on the first interview and what to expect as best we can. Now, we don't know 100% what's going to happen, but we'll be pretty close with the advice we're going to give you. Then we move on to what might happen and what to be prepared for in the second and third interview. Let's get started, and don't forget to ask any questions in the comments below, and I'll help you with the process. Now, the job market is getting tougher and tougher, and you will improve your chances when you do use these tips. You'd be surprised how many people don't do these things, and that gives you an advantage over your competition, which is the colleagues that you probably will be working with if they make it past the interview stage. So we got to look smooth. That's the very first thing. You got to look great. You got to look like you're prepared for this occasion. So when you step out of your car or walk from the train station to the building, the interviewers might be watching you from the window. And yes, it's true, unless it's a Zoom meeting. And how you carry yourself is really important. This means you need to wear something, an outfit that has minimal to no adjusting or tugging or anything that's like that is these distracting fixes. And it has to fit you well, and you have to feel comfortable in it. Now, women, you may know how to wear high heels, but make sure if you don't that you practice walking in them before. Also, make sure your portfolio is neat and you have it well organized if you do bring one. I have a story. I used to own a gym a few years ago. It's been about 15 years, and we had these big picture windows in front of our gym, so I knew pretty much who the members were, and when I put an ad out to hire somebody to work for us, I could see them because the parking was right across the street, and these big picture windows were right there. I could see them coming, so I knew if they were actually coming to the gym to work out or if they were working for me. And so I could observe how they walked and how they were comfortable in what they were wearing or not. So it's important. And you'd be surprised how many people can see you, even if it's from a tall building and you're going into the bottom floor and you're going in for that interview. So it's very important to feel comfortable. So to look smooth, you also have to smell good, but don't overdo it with the perfume or the cologne. Remember, dressing well shows respect for the job you want, even if it's just trash collecting. Hey, how you doing there? Yeah, I'm doing okay, you know. I'm here for the job for the garbage man. Yeah, I know I look good, but I'm here to take out the garbage. That's what you're looking for, right? If you know what I mean. Even if it's Zoom, it's all from the waist up. And guys, it's okay to wear makeup, especially if you're going to be on Zoom or anywhere else. Also, be sure to check your settings on Zoom and that your sound and your video works well. We have another one of our YouTube videos about that, so check it out when you have time. If you aren't feeling confident and smooth, fake it. Act like you are. Repeat to yourself in your head, not out loud, of course, that you are confident. I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm here. I know what I'm about to do. I know I'm going to ace this interview. And you're going to do great. You're going to do well with that. Eager as you may be to show up early and show the hiring manager what you got, your timely arrival could be doing more harm than good. For one, showing up 20 or 30 minutes early, some have even shown up even earlier than that, 40 to 45 minutes in advance, is bound to throw the hiring manager off. So think about this. When's the last time you threw a party and someone showed up early? You had to stop what you were doing to greet the person, and then you spent the next half hour or so feeling like you had to entertain him instead of setting the table, putting out drinks and preparing for the party. That's exactly how the interviewer feels. I remember I had a friend of mine, every time we had a party, he'd show up an hour early. So we started telling him that the party was an hour later, and so now every time he showed up, he was on time. But you don't want the hiring manager to feel uneasy or uncomfortable at all. Now, here's another issue you may not have thought about, and this is very important. If you arrive too early, you may very well run into the guy who's interviewed just before you in the lobby. He may be coming out of the office. And some managers schedule interviews with 30 minutes in between, some less. But now think about this. Nothing throws off your game like seeing a well-suited, smiling professional who clearly thinks he nailed it moments before in the meeting with the hiring manager. Thank you, thank you. And I know I got that job. Hey man, how you doing? Good luck. I know I got that job. You need to be prepared mentally. Take the whole morning off or a few hours before the interview to prepare yourself for that interview. Leave yourself an hour to get ready, an hour to commute, just in case something crazy happens. Before you go into the office for the interview, make sure your phone is off. You do not need to have the phone ringing or messages going off during the interview. And during the interview, don't be looking at your watch. If you look at your watch, it may seem as if you might have somewhere else more important to be. The interview is only going to be about 30 to 45 minutes anyway, so for the first one anyway. The other ones might be longer, but this one, just think about accomplishing this one here. Another thing that should be done before you ever go into the interview is know the job description inside and out. Look up as much information as you can find. Now we're going to talk a little more about that a little later. Hey, thanks for checking out Tim Talks. We appreciate it very much. We love you guys. We are looking forward to helping you with your career. We're going to have more content. Stay tuned for part 2 of the interview process and how we can help you with that. We have a lot of content we're going to do every single week. We're going to put something up. If you heard about us on TikTok or Instagram, great. Check out our channels if you haven't. They're good channels. They're a lot shorter videos. We also are looking forward to providing you with the information you need. If you don't see the information you're looking for, ask us to talk about it in the comments below. If you have any questions for me or my crew, we'll talk about my crew later in the comments below. Put it there. We'll talk about it. I'll try to answer everything. Excellent. Have a great day. See you next time. Tim Talks.